Have you ever felt stuck? Like, no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get to your goal. It's frustrating. You set big ambitions for yourself. Maybe you want to hit the gym every day, wake up at 5 a.m., cut out sugar and junk food, read a book a week, basically become a better version of yourself overnight. You want change now. For a while, it feels great. You're on fire, motivated, and determined. Nothing can stop you, and you don't know how you lived any differently before. But gradually, something happens. The excitement and momentum start to wear off. You hit a wall. You get tired. You miss a gym session, sleep through your alarm, reach for the burger and fries instead of the salad. And before you know it, all those goals you were so passionate about one by one fade away, until you're left feeling like a failure and right back at square one. It's a cycle that many of us know all too well. The truth is, you've been doing self-improvement wrong. It's not your fault. It's often what the media and marketing sell to us. An idea of a perfect routine, person, or life. It dangles this perfect life like a carrot in front of us and makes us want it. The problem isn't that you're not trying hard enough. The problem is that you're trying to change too much too fast. There is one fundamental trap that we fall into with self-improvement, and that is all-or-nothing mentality. We set these huge, ambitious goals because we like to dream big, and we think that's what it takes to change our lives. And while big goals are important, the issue comes when we try to achieve them overnight, and all at once. When you think you need to overhaul your entire life in one big swoop, you're really just setting yourself up for failure. But why? Surely it should just take discipline to stick to the plan and achieve our goals. But it just doesn't work like that. It's a classic case of biting off more than you can chew. It's overwhelming. You're essentially asking yourself to unlearn your past habits, leave all your old routines and mindset behind, and build an entirely new life. No wonder it feels like such a struggle. Let's break down what happens. After the initial burst of motivation fades, you start missing the odd workout here and there. You choose to stay in bed for an extra half an hour, skipping the time you set aside to work on your goals to scroll on your phone or get distracted by anything else. Slowly, you start feeling like a failure. And that's when you tell yourself, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. And you quit altogether, opting to go back to your comfort zone. How you've been sabotaging yourself. The chances are if you relate to this cycle, then you've been unknowingly sabotaging yourself. Self-sabotage often comes in the form of unrealistic expectations. You might see someone else's success on social media, and that you either think it looks easy, so you dive right in, or you feel pressure to match that level of progress fast. The truth is, nothing is easy. When you compare yourself to others and expect instant results, you're setting yourself up for frustration and, inevitably, failure. Maybe you're setting huge goals without breaking them down into manageable steps, or you haven't prepared or planned enough for the more difficult times. The problem is that you're relying too much on willpower, hoping that sheer determination will be enough to carry you through. But willpower alone is not enough. In fact, the more you rely on willpower, the more likely you are to burn out. That's why so many of us get stuck in this cycle of starting and stopping, feeling like we're not getting anywhere. Why do small changes matter? What if the key to success was actually doing less, not more? Enter the 1% rule, a simple but powerful concept founded by author and coach Tommy Baker. Instead of trying to become a completely different person overnight, focus on doing 1% better each day. Think about it like this. If you improve by just 1% each day, by the end of the year, you won't be just a little better. You'll be 37 times better than when you started. Small improvement over time leads to overall growth. Tommy Baker even wrote, "Little hinges swing big doors," meaning it's the small things that come together to make the biggest impact. Without small hinges or changes, there wouldn't be a door, or in this case, growth. Stopping the cycle. So how do you stop the cycle? Well, the answer is simple. Small steps. It's about progress, not perfection. You don't need to overhaul your entire life in one day. You can just make small, sustainable changes that are easy to stick to. Then once they become a habit, move on to the next small change. Instead of committing to an intense gym workout every day, start really small with a 10-minute walk. You can then build on this as you get used to the routine. Instead of trying to meditate for 30 minutes, start with 3. These are small initial actions that may seem insignificant, but they add up over time. And more importantly, they're sustainable. You can actually keep up with them. This approach works because you're not overwhelming yourself. You're building momentum, prioritizing the process over the outcome, which will not only help you stick with it, but it's going to make the process more enjoyable too. Getting small wins in this way will start a ripple effect and will help you build your confidence. As you get more confident in yourself, you'll find yourself naturally wanting to take bigger steps to your goals. What is the ripple effect? When you commit to small improvements, you're not just changing one aspect of your life. You're starting a ripple effect. A 1% improvement on your health leads to more energy, which leads to better productivity, which leads to more confidence. And that confidence leads to better relationships, greater opportunities, and an overall deeper sense of fulfillment. It all starts with the first small step, and the best part about it is that it's completely sustainable as you slowly change what your normal is. You're not having to rely on motivation or willpower anymore. You're building habits, and those habits are shaping your life. How to start? It's important to define what 100% looks like. Where is the end goal? From here, you can start mapping out the road to this 100%. What does each of those 1% steps look like for you? You're going to want to leap forward and throw yourself into it like you've always done. We get it. The potential to getting to that 100% better you is exciting, but you need to be realistic. Your small steps could be as simple as drinking an extra glass of water, writing an extra 100 words, taking a 5-minute walk. Once you've mastered one change, add another. Build them up slowly. You can even use techniques like author James Clear's habit stacking. This is where you group the small changes or habits together to form a routine. When you associate one habit with another, this makes it easier to remember to do. There's less friction to doing good things for yourself. Over time, the small changes will make you start to snowball into bigger results. It's not about perfection, but the process and the progress you make. Each 1% building on the last until, before you know it, you're you, but better. Can you see now how you've been doing self-improvement wrong all this time? Why years of trying huge changes to your life has resulted in repeated failure and lack of confidence. It's a difficult cycle to break, but we've covered all you need to know to get started. The all-or-nothing trap, and the self-sabotage that's been holding you back. We've seen how important it is to break the cycle with small, sustainable changes, as well as the benefits of a ripple effect. There are many ways you can start to use the 1% rule in your life. Tell us one small change you're going to make today in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time.